Specifically out of DFW Airport. We sat in the upper 30s through the late evening hours, and then really it was early this blowing in out of the north at 20 miles per hour. These are sustained winds, meaning we're seeing gusts closer to 25, even 30 miles per hour to start off your Saturday. Makes it feel much colder out there, and it's not just here in the Metroplex, it's all across North Texas. Feels like single digits along the Red River, feels like teens for most others. Current reading right now out of Sherman feels like 6, Gainesville feels like 5, a little warmer as you go to the south, feels like 15 in Hillsboro, feels like 20 out of Comanche. Now the next couple of mornings we will finally start to warm things up, so I've gotten a lot of questions. When can I stop dripping the faucet? We've got to get through one more night, that's tonight, and then after that you can shut off the tap for most of us. Temperatures fall into the 20s tonight. 24 is how we'll start off our Sunday, but then a pretty decent warm up underway as we head through the next around 37 degrees. We're waking up to 50 degrees on Tuesday, and then you can see me work back down the other way. That's our next cold front. So on the flip side of the clock, it's kind of the same story here. Today, definitely the coldest day we'll see as far as afternoons are concerned. 33 is as warm as we're going to get, and that's in the Metroplex. So if you're off to the north and west, you're going to spend most of the day low 30s, upper 20s. Tomorrow, sunshine helps to take us into the 50s. By Monday, we're looking at the 60s, and then we'll hold steady in the upper 50s before a cold front again starts to cool things down, but it's more of a modest cool down than anything we've seen over the past couple of weekends. Here's how we get there. High pressure there right now, breezing out of the north. Over the next couple of days, they're going to flip around from the lighter side, and they're out of the south and southeast. But you can see what's looming off to the north. That's, again, our next cold front, which will bring some cooler air down across the state of Texas. When you start to see the darker blues fill in, that's how you know. Temperatures, though, again, not going to be nearly as cold. This is not that deep, Arctic, potent air that we have seen the past couple of fronts. This one, though, brings us back down to more seasonable. It also helps us to find a chance of rain. So we will keep things dry through the rest of the weekend and through the start of the work week. Tuesday really is our only shot at finding rain through the 7-day forecast, and even then, it's not that great of a chance. We're going to call it 20% coverage in the Metroplex, but for areas to the east and southeast, you've got a better chance of finding some rain and maybe even a few rumbles before we dry things right back out Wednesday into Thursday. I'll show you that here on Futurecast. First signs of moisture moving in, that's cloud cover building across our skies Monday, and then as we head into all across the Metroplex, then we've got moderate, severe, and even extreme drought as you move along the Red River. That's just all signs that, I guess, again, we need rain and we need quite a bit of it to alleviate all these conditions. We're going to try to chip away at it with that chance to find rain on Tuesday, but again, mostly that falls to the east and southeast of the Metroplex. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Today, again, the coldest one we will see. 33 degrees is our high. Lots of sunshine today, though, and then we'll introduce some cloud cover, a chance for rain by Tuesday, and then breezy